Well, again, guys, let me ask you this before we get really rolling here with the Sunday video report. Last night when you're watching the Saints game, weren't you very, very happy if you followed my advice to buy down that half point from 10.5 to 10 when Detroit scored with about 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go in that game? True. On the next possession, the Saints got the ball back with a short field after the bad onside kick attempt by the Lions, and of course, typical New Orleans, they went right down and scored about a minute or so later to get us that game-covering touchdown. But again, as I always say, I believe in buying the half point either up or down when the numbers cross 3, 4, 7, and sometimes 10. And as I noted yesterday in my analysis when I had a 10-dime play on the Saints, the last time that situation presented itself, it was Atlanta taking on Minnesota in November. And in that particular contest, the Falcons went off early at 9.5, then moved up to 10. I personally had them at 9.5. But for all of you out there, I took it as a push because, as we saw, the Falcons opened up the big double-digit lead early, and then they had to hold on for a 10-point win, which, of course, left me and you, most of you out there, with just the push instead of getting the win. So at least last night, we were in a position, by hedging the odds in our favor, to walk away with a push. And a game, in reality, we shouldn't have even been in. Because, let's face it, the Saints played their worst game probably the entire season at home. And for a guy who was on them 6 times at home this season, but they showed you, defensively, they absolutely had no answers for stopping Matthew Stafford. If the Lions weren't so one-dimensional yesterday, if the Lions were able to run the ball with any type of success, they would have won that game. Saints have been unable to get pressure on opposing quarterbacks all year long, but much like the Green Bay Packers, they've simply been able to outscore their foes. The difference between the Packers and the Saints, though, as I pointed out a few weeks ago, Green Bay can do it at home or on the road, where the Saints are just a dome team. So it makes for an interesting matchup against the top-notch defense, but somewhat lacking offense, to say the least, to the 49ers at home in San Fran, outside on grass next week against the Saints. So, picked up the 10-dime winner last night on New Orleans, part of a 3-0 NFL sweep, actually, as I also gave you free picks yesterday on the Houston Texans and the Saints game going over the posted price. And tell me, when it was a 7-0 game early in the second quarter, did anyone think that game last night was going to go over? Not me, guys. Hi, everyone. Al DeMarco here. This is going to be your Sunday video report, and I am going to have a money-saving discount coupon code that'll save you $15 off of any single purchase you make today, coming up in just a moment. That's coming your way. Plus, I'm also going to give you 2 more free picks, both of them in the NFL, as I take a look at the game between, that little matchup in the AFC between the Steelers and the Denver Broncos, and also going to give you a free pick on the Giants total today against the Atlanta Falcons. And we'll get to that in just a moment. First, I want to talk about a couple of hot handicappers as well. First, congratulations going out to Shawn Michaels, who won again yesterday, guys. NFL winner number 7 in a row yesterday. Also happened to be his teaser winner, which I think it was teaser winner number 19 out of 25, as he had the Saints and the over in a 2-team teaser. Today, he goes for NFL winner number 8 in a row, and that's over a 6-week period, guys, because Shawn Michaels, like Bob Valentino, are not everyday handicappers. They pop in and out when they have plays that they love. Today, NFL winner number 8 in a row, 50-dime side selection on the early game between the Giants and the Falcons. That's what Shawn Michaels has going for himself. Speaking of God, I almost forgot his name. That's pretty damn bad, huh? Bob Valentino. Oh, my goodness, I'll tell you. Okay, Bob, hey, look, even I make mistakes, and it's early in the morning. I have to do these videos early in the morning after a long, long Saturday night. It's tough, guys. That's why I wore the loud tie today, not only to wake you up, so every time I saw myself in the reflection doing this video, it would wake me up this morning and keep me going. Bob Valentino, College Bowl winner number 4 in a row. Yes, Virginia, there is actually a College Bowl game today, and a lot of guys are actually on this contest. Arkansas State and Northern Illinois kicks off at 9 p.m. Eastern Time this evening. It's his College Bowl winner number 4 in a row, 75-dime winner number 5 out of 6, and a play just as strong as Florida over Ohio State last Monday, just as strong as Wake Forest getting the cover against Mississippi State 2 Fridays ago, just as strong as, go back to a couple games in the regular season as well. Saturday had College Bowl winner number 3 in a row. It was a 40-dimer on SMU outright over Pittsburgh as a 4-point dog, winning going that game away. Another hot handicapper happens to be Derek Mancini, 50-dime NFL winner number 2 in a row on the Falcons and Giants. Number 1, Steelers outright over the Patriots way back on October 30th. Also, I mentioned the last couple of days, Scott Delaney. You know, 2 days ago, he had a big 100-dime teaser play on the Cotton Bowl game, which he happened to lose. But then yesterday, as I pointed out here on the video, the guy, if you look at his long-term performance, how strong it has been, that's really the key here. Well, yesterday he came right back and won another 100-dime release, number 32 out of 48, and that's over an 18-month period as he cashed in with his NFL Teaser of the Year on Houston and New Orleans. Today, he's got his 30-dime bowl winner number 3 in a row in Arkansas State and Northern Illinois. Now, talking about the Steelers game against the Broncos, Dom Chambers, last 61 days, $10 players have won $663. Today, 100-dime wild card winner, Steelers and Broncos. The side, that's available from Dom Chambers. Now, guys, your money-saving discount coupon code today, it'll save you $15 off of any single purchase you make today. All you've got to do is enter this coupon code when prompted, and that is going to be POST15. POST15. Post, P-O-S-T, like postseason, POST 15. No space between post and the number 15. Once again, P-O-S-T and the number 15. Post 15. Enter that when prompted. That'll save you $15 off of any single purchase you make today. It's a one-time usage coupon. You don't have to do it on my place. You can use it for anybody's selections here at the site. Your first free pick, guys, I don't see any other way but taking the Steelers. I know about the injuries. Roethlisberger's not at 100%. Ryan Clark's not going to play because of the altitude. Pouncey, the center, who knows if he's going to play, and both he and Roethlisberger, if they do, obviously Roethlisberger is not anywhere close to being 100%. They lost Mendenhall, their top running back, Isaac Redman, now carrying the load, yada, yada, yada. And still, I just don't have any faith in the Denver Broncos. Why? Not so much Tim Tebow, but he certainly factors into the equation, but because the Pittsburgh Steelers are a battle-tested, road-proven playoff team. And I think that the passing game will be able to strike up a couple of big plays against a Denver defense that I have not been impressed with all season long, and I think that will be the margin of victory today. If this was a 10.5-point line like last night's game with the Saints, I'd be a little more worried. But at 9, I have no problem with laying the points with the Steelers. And in terms of that Denver defense, yes, they were rushing the quarterback effectively most of the season, but Von Miller, the talented rookie out of Texas A&M, has not been the same since suffering the hand injury. And as for the Denver ground game, yes, it's been very successful this season, but I just don't see Denver running the ball against Pittsburgh, especially here in the postseason. I think the Steelers delivered defensively today, and that's why I like them in a game that's not going to be as low scoring as most people think. In fact, with this total of 33.5, just an opinion here, guys, I think it goes over the total. That's just a hunch. I do like the Steelers, however, as the first free pick. The other free pick is going to be the Giants and the Falcons to go over the posted total of 47.5. I haven't seen these two teams play a hell of a lot of defense here today in situations such as these. That situation being the Falcons on the road and, of course, the Giants no matter where they have played. I mean, I've told you all season long before it became necessary probably to point out that the Giants are just not a very good defensive team. Now, they certainly have looked better the last couple of weeks because the pass rush has been rejuvenated following the season-ending victories against the Jets and the Cowboys, both at MetLife Stadium at home. But this is still a team that has struggled defensively. Also, you've got two teams here that love to throw the ball. That means you have more time on the clock. I think this is a very manageable number. I thought the total was going to be around 52 to 52.5 points. Therefore, I'm going to go ahead and take the game over the posted price here. Keep something in mind here. Not only have the Giants given up points in droves this year in every single game, but how about the Falcons? Gave up 45 points at New Orleans, gave up 23 points at Carolina, gave up 30 points early in the season at Chicago, for goodness sakes. Gave up 28 points in a 2-point win at Seattle on the road earlier this season. So, again, I like this one to go over the posted price. Good luck, everybody, and I'll catch you again on Monday when we have that little game between LSU and Alabama. Remember, I told you LSU would win the game outright the first go-round. It's going to be either 15-dime play at a minimum, maybe a 30-dime play. I got to see. So we'll talk to you again tomorrow.